Won't you take my hand, take me to another universe? Just us. Let's make this our time. Won't you take my hand, take me to another universe? Just us. Let's make this our time. Won't you take my hand, take me to... Hi guys, welcome to our 6th week of Soapbox live from my balcony. I'm Aleksandra, your host. We've got 2 amazing performances and a Q&A at the end. I'd like to introduce Yasmin, a really good friend of mine. She is an R&B soul artist, so I'm going to bring her in now.
Hiya!
How are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Would you like to introduce yourself and talk to us a little bit about your music?
Yeah, sure. Hello everybody, I'm YasminMB. I'm 18 years old and I'm living in southeast London, and I do like R&B and soul music. I write my own tracks, I do covers, and I have a band, a soul and funk band, and my first single is out this Sunday, actually. So.
Woo! That's so exciting! I've been seeing that you've been doing like collaborations with your band, Face Band, through social media. Like everyone's recording their bits and then you put it all together.
Yeah.
How's that like? How's that experience? Is it difficult or is it like new and exciting?
Probably a bit of both. It's quite tricky to get the groove right, especially when you're away from each other. When you're at home, it's hard to work out an arrangement and a tempo. But you can set tempo easily, but it's in terms of working out an arrangement, it sort of means the time goes up and down, so you've got to be really careful with the timing. So it is tricky, but it's definitely fun. We're going to be on TV on Sunday on Nigerian Sky channel.
Guys, check that out.
We're going to show our lovely day cover, our Bill with this tribute on there. So that was very out of the blue, so it's going to be fun.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And doing a live performance on Sunday?
Yes, so as a countdown up to my single, we're doing a little live show. I'm going to have some people come on and feature, and we're going to do some duets and stuff. And that's going to count down up to my single release at 9 p.m. on Sunday.
Oh, that's so exciting. And is that going to be on all streaming platforms?
Yes, it's going to be on everything. Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, YouTube, the whole lot.
So what's the song called?
The song's called I Do.
I Do. I think I heard you perform it at your gig, right?
Yeah, probably did. Yeah, a couple months ago.
Yeah. Oh my God. Finally, it's going to be out for everyone to hear.
Finally. I know. It's taken its time, but we're getting there.
So you've got a second song for us.
Yes, I've got second song. This is by her, if anyone knows her.
Everyone's obsessed with her at the moment. We had a Jess from last week. She performed, I think, a song by her, or she talked about her.
She's fantastic, really blown up. But yeah, my guitar skills aren't the best, but we'll give it a go.
This is juice, cranberry juice.
Cheers.
You won't make assumptions.
Okay, let's go. Wanna believe what you say, but I hate you on most days. You've been testing my faith and my patience, yeah. And you know that I be headstrong, that you know that I be dead wrong, telling me to relax when I'm reacting. No. Sleep at night, are you sure? Lose my heart on you. Yeah. What if nothing ever will change? Oh, I'm caught between your love and a between your love and a hard place. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ooh, yeah. Do I even have a choice when gonna have to pick my poison? Yeah, you hurt me so good, yeah. And even when you cause tears, you're the one who I've never wait. Maybe that's the reason I'll stay. I'll stay. I'll fight. You sleep at night. I'm strong. Lose my heart on you. I'm gonna lose, yeah. What if nothing ever will change? Oh, I'm caught between your love and a hard place. Oh, I wish there was a right way. I'm caught between your love and a hard place. Whoa, 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 yeah.
That was a lovely cover. Thank you so much for performing. So
I hate the bar chords, but
I didn't notice. So, as always, you manage to trick the audience with knowing what you're doing or not knowing what you're doing. It's always I really, really enjoy seeing you perform, and I wish you like the best that there is.
Thank you. I enjoy seeing you perform. Guys, stick around for Alex later. She's going to sing.
Do you think classical music is becoming less of an acknowledged and appreciated art form or like music genre?
Sorry, I didn't. Is it becoming what?
Do you think classical music is not being considered like something important right now, or like?
I don't know, but for some reason it's put completely separately to like off like, and I don't know why. I think there's a lot of like it's like people think of it as being a very grand thing and quite expensive thing, and it doesn't have to be. It's just that for some reason it's been put in that box of being like you go to like the big opera house, but it's just music and
because I don't remember the last time a classical song was in the top 50s or 40s.
No, but I think there's a cellist who, like, I can't remember his name though, but he's been a cellist and he's been like, he's really young and he's like been making it a bit more popular.
Yeah?
I can't remember his name, sorry. I'm sorry if I'm talking over you. Sometimes you cut out and then...
don't apologise, it's fine. It's your time, so you can talk and I'll be like...
Oh, love me.
So do you want to take it away with your first song?
Yeah, sure. That would be great. So, yeah, I'll just say this, you're probably going to recognise this song, like it's from the opera Carmen, and so, you know, it's theatrical, and I think what's happening is she's like trapped in like a prison at the moment, but she's going to go out soon, and she's going to go and have some fun, and to her friends, kind of thinking about that. There's lots of other stuff going on, but yeah. Okay, so this is going to say...
oui, mais tu sais l'entreprise. Les faibles sont à deux, donc pour lui tenir compagnie, je mènerai mon amoureux. Mon amoureux, il est au diable. Je l'ai mis à la portée, mon amoureux, très consolable, mon libre. J'ai des galops à la douzaine, mais ils ne sont pas abandonnés. Voici l'enfant de la semaine qui veut m'aimer, je l'aimerai, qui veut mon amour et apprendre, vous arriverez au bon moment. Je n'ai guère le temps d'attendre, car avec mon nouvel amour, près du rempart de Séville, chez mon ami Aspasia, j'irai danser dans ces petits bois du Tanzania.
Wow, that's so cool. Hiya, welcome. Thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Let me just...
No, thank you. Let's take a look at that.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm hot, but this is, you know, a fashion choice. But that's pretty much it. That's all I'm feeling at the moment. I'm excited to get to know a little bit more about you, about your band, your bandmates, what you guys do. Take it away. What's your first thing that you would say if someone's like?
Yeah, as you said, we're a neo-psychedelic like rock band. I'd say in terms of sound, we're similar to, if you know, maybe like Tame Impala or who else? People have said like Arctic Monkeys and stuff before, so like not, it's kind of groovy but mixed with indie maybe.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I know a band called Chemo Sabe that kind of reminds me of what you're talking about. How did this band come about?
So initially, like when I was a lot younger, like probably doing my GCSEs or whatever, I listened to like a lot of different types of music, and like I went to my first gig, I think, and then I was like, I'd rather be like up there than down here. So like I started writing music, you know, taking inspiration from like different places, like all the artists I admired.
Mm-hmm.
And then naturally, like obviously I was making everything from my bedroom, and it needed, well, I wanted to make it like live, and I didn't want to do it like solo. So essentially what I needed a band. So I went about finding a band, and there was actually like a previous iteration to the live band than there is now. But the band that is now is like kind of the best it's ever been, because, you know, people drop out and then other people come in and it sort of gets to where it needs to be. And so you could almost say that I poached the drummer off a different band, but essentially his band stopped playing music, and I was like, do you want to play with my band?
So you didn't. And, you gave him an opportunity.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, yeah, I did, and then he actually was really encouraging anyway about everything in general, and he's an amazing drummer. And essentially, we managed to find people from there, and everyone. I'm just really thankful that everyone in the band right now is really gelled together. We all share like good chemistry, and yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting.
Is it like a all male band?
Yeah, currently it's all male. Like we did have a female bassist.
Would you consider yourselves like bros?
Yeah, definitely. Like I think that's kind of natural in any band. Like whether you have like guys or girls, I think you all feel like familial most of the time.
Yeah. I think that's definitely important, because you want to be able to have that chemistry, as you said, which you do on stage. How have you been dealing with rehearsing or getting any music done whilst being stuck? Are you with them? Luckily,
no, it has been difficult. Like obviously, because we were supposed to have several like shows lined up before, the lockdown, and then unfortunately, obviously, they had to all get cancelled. But we are all keeping in contact through a group chat that we have, and we recently have got a manager as well, and so like we're kind of stepping it up in terms of like right now, we're kind of thinking about ways in which we can go forward and not just because we love playing, but you know, you have to really be proactive to actually get anything done and to actually start making some valuable steps towards where you want to get to. Unless it's just a hobby and stuff, and that's fine as well. You know, you can just be, it's fine to also just like making music and then just releasing it, not really worrying about the returns you kind of get. I'm not necessarily talking about like making loads of money or whatever. I'm just talking about perhaps getting to the stage where you can live off, you know, what you love doing.
Just being
and that requires a lot of like work and thought process in order to get there. I think a lot of the time it doesn't like just happen, you know.
I think that's like a common misconception. People think that musicians take music as an easy route, but it's a job. It's a passion. It's a drive. It's so much hard work that people don't understand how much time actually goes into promoting yourself, gaining a following, getting funding, and so forth. So you are completely right that it's important. Like, if you want to be comfortable making music, you have to put that hard work in, which I'm sure your band does. So you guys have been together for how long now?
Roughly a year, I think. Yeah.
So you're quite fresh.
Yeah. But well, as I said, the music has been there for like a few years, but it's like the band has sort of changed members a bit.
Are you the lead singer?
Yeah, I made the music for the band, and then it's kind of adapted by everyone in the band for like the live scenario.
Okay.
Or like if there's parts that need to be played on the studio albums, like say the drums, you know, like then obviously I'll get James, the drummer, to drum that part because I'm not a drummer. Or if there's a bass part that's like really complicated, like in the new single that we have just released, is Harry has done the bass on that, so that kind of thing. But I'd say like the main part of it I make up, and then I kind of it was missing like a final part of like emotion to it, and so like I wouldn't consider myself a singer, but it's kind of what elevates it a bit more and makes it maybe a bit more like relatable to people, because to a lot of people lyrics are really important, and I feel like it's the final like cherry on top to kind of get across what I was feeling when I was making the song.
So you mentioned your single's just came out last week, right? And what's the song called?
It's called Imperial Echo Vault, and it came out last Thursday. It's a departure from where the music was before. I mean, we've only actually released one EP and one single before that, and essentially the music before this current release was more rocky and it had more of a punch to it. And this one is still punchy, but it's a bit more like I want to keep using the word groovy because it has more of a groove to it, and it's a bit more. All of the music is head spinny, but this is a bit more like funky in a way. Not quite fun.
More fun.
You have to listen to it.
The crowd dancing. Could you say?
Yeah, we like to make the music kind of danceable as well, like.
Because what's a gig if people not dancing?
Yeah, exactly. It's always, you know, you want to see people moving about. Yeah.
So it's on all streaming platforms. So guys, check it out. And you also have a music video coming out for that single. Is that tomorrow?
Yeah, that's coming out tomorrow. There's a story about that. So essentially, the video is coming out tomorrow, but literally this week, my computer like crashed and completely like had to reset itself.
Oh no!
And so luckily, I managed to like salvage most of the files from the computer, but the computer had to be completely reset. And in the process of me like manually taking the files and moving them across to an external hard drive,
that must have taken forever.
It did, yeah. It took a few days. I forgot or I somehow missed the video project files that I've been working on. So essentially, I lost the file for it and for the future music videos as well. But luckily, I had a previous version of it that I literally like exported like 2 days before the crash happened. So
oh wow,
I was really lucky.
So lucky. So it's not going to be the final edition, but it was the one just before the final edition. Is that what you're releasing then?
It was completely done, but there was just like some tiny things that people just wouldn't notice that I wanted to change. But honestly, it doesn't make a difference to them.
Maybe it was a sign for you to not be so nitpicky.
Yeah, that's it.
People like raw or authentic mistakes in a sense that you might think are mistakes, but they don't really know that. So I'm really excited to see that video. I'm going to definitely check it out, and obviously check the single out. I'll go onto your Instagram. Sorry, I'm like exhausted, but like being like trying to get it going. Yeah.
No worries, you're doing a great job.
Is there anything else that you'd like to promote? So you've got your EP you guys did that's been out for a while, a single with that EP, and then this single that just came out last week, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So guys, check that out. It's on all streaming platforms. Caspians Island. Check them out on Instagram. You can see that at the top. Thank you so much for coming on, and I hope you perform or your band perform on our next live or next lives or actual live in the future when it's all over.
You can try like condensing it down into like a solo thing we've never done before. So like, yeah, we'll have a look.
I mean, there's time to try all sorts of things out. So I wish you the best of luck. I wish that the single does really well. I really hope that gets promoted and people listen to it. And rock music or psychedelic rock music, I hope that genre gets more following, because I don't think enough people listen to that genre.
Definitely, I think it is gaining a bit of traction. I think so. I'm hopeful.
Fingers crossed. Well, thank you so much, Kento, for coming on, and we'll hopefully see you soon. Stay safe.
Mm-hmm. All right, enjoy your weekend. The weekend. Enjoy your week. All right. Cool.
Won't you take my hand, take me to another universe, just a